Oh, it started off years and years ago when I was about 12 years old. My father was one of the pioneer men down at Bega on the south coast, and he got me interested. And then when we came to Sydney to live, I was about 14, I guess, and spear fished for a while, and then finished up buying a camera, an underwater camera. And one thing led to another. I found that it was quite easy in the old days to sell photographs, and we saw a few sharks when they were sharks around in those times. And one thing led to another, and I got sick of work, so I quit work about 8 years ago now. And since then I've been fully freelance, shooting still films and now still pictures and movie film. And this is just, every year it seems to get better. Like I had 2 trips to the States in the last 2 years for about 5 months. And trips all over the world, offers coming in. I think anyone can do it. It's not that, I think I'm lucky, but anyone could do this. And it's just a matter of pursuing what you enjoy. I didn't ever imagine when I left school that I'd be doing what I'm doing today. It's just one of those things, like an octopus. It grows from one different thing to another, and you do all sorts of little jobs and they expand into your life. It becomes your life. We've just launched a new magazine called Fathom, and this is keeping us out of the water a lot now. We're spending most of the time in an office putting together a magazine for skin divers and people who sort of enjoy the ocean. It's not a spearfishing magazine by any means. It deals with all aspects of the ocean. We're trying to sort of preach conservation in a subtle way without hard selling, and I think it's time that Australians learn to appreciate the ocean. We've got some of the finest underwater conditions anywhere in the world, and up until quite recently it's been neglected. Because I've been writing a lot of the material and photographing, and the art director is another diver, and between the two of us we're turning out this magazine. I've virtually written the first 4 issues by myself, about 80% of it, but the rest of the material is contributed by Ron Taylor, Ben Kropp, and a few scientists like Dr. Endine up at Queensland. I'm very interested in doing lecture tours with films, that is producing marine biology and skin diving films and taking these around the world and around Australia and doing an in-person thing, talking to the people and presenting the film to teach everyone more about the ocean and some of the beautiful things that are in it. And we've got a program together now. We call it the Australian Underwater Film Expo, and it's getting fantastic response around the world. We've had it in the United States, and now we're doing a circuit around Australia with it. I think the more time you devote to skin diving, the more things you find out that there are in the ocean to learn about, and it's just one endless, great, fabulous trip. I think once you get a little bit of knowledge of the ocean, things that once frightened you become very ordinary. It's sort of the fear of the unknown. Once you conquer this, it's a lot better. Probably big waves, though. I think they're about the worst thing you can tackle these days. There's only really one particular type of shark that gives us trouble. This is the white pointer, and he represents only, say, 5 or 10% of sharks in the ocean. So the real danger of being bitten is confined to this one shark, which we hardly ever see. So the real danger with shark attack has been grossly exaggerated. I think it's a beautiful world. There's nothing better than being down with a scuba tank on in about 60 feet. It's a beautiful depth. You can go deeper, of course, but around 60 feet you get this very light pressure all over your body, and it's a relaxing thing, sort of probably like being slightly drunk, but you've got your senses about you. It's just a very pleasant, numbing feeling.